I think it was Friday afternoon. I was at the house, the kids were home, and out of nowhere, I think it was Friday afternoon, a storm came.
Yeah, we had some storms in Montgomery County.
Got pretty windy, and next thing you know, my daughter screams, "Here comes the hail!" And the hail started just pummeling us. Now, immediately, hail now almost causes an anxiety attack for me because the last time we had hail, I got hit by golf ball-sized hail on 270.
Hail.
It's a good bet.
A different kind of hail cakes, like golf ball size last year.
Yeah.
And it crushed my BMW from BMW Fairfax. Thankfully, Mike Walker and those guys took care of me, but it still cost me out of pocket a decent amount.
By the way, it's so tilting when it hails because you're always worried about your car, you're worried about your roof, you're worried about everything in your house.
I didn't worry about my roof. I worried about my car.
Oh, I always worry about the roof.
I wouldn't even know if the roof was pummeled. Hail's
not good for
leaking?
it.
But the good news is this time, at least in Kensington, it wasn't golf ball sized hail. It was more like the size of maybe
M&Ms.
A little bit, maybe peanut M&Ms. You know, maybe it's slightly bigger than peanut M&Ms.
It
and
was
by
quick,
the way,
though, right? It didn't last that long.
I would say it lasted 8 minutes.
It may. I mean, there
6
may
to
have
8
been
minutes.
hail in Gaithersburg. I didn't notice. I didn't go outside.
It was about 4 o'clock, I think, on
sweat it.
Friday, 4 or 5 o'clock.
And I do know in the new vehicle I have dent protection.
Well, I thought I had dent protection last time, but I'm not sure how much that stuff really helps.
Hold on, what does that mean? Like you have insurance against dents, or like
Yes,
it's
like
built
I'm
into
paying. I'm paying a little extra in my lease,
So if you get
that I
dinged
have
or
to
whatever.
cover any sort of dents or dings.
Got it.
But that's just one thing. So luckily I looked at that and went, all right, that's just M&M peanut sized hail. Now it is.
Did you end up Richards?
Any Richard Dents? Well, here's the thing. The
Buc-ee's.
last time I got pummeled, I pulled over on 270 to look at the car, and it looked fine.
Right.
It was, but it
You
was.
have a white car, so it might be difficult to see.
Well, it's also when it's wet, it kind of makes it look slick, and it just looks silly.
So you couldn't really tell.
Couldn't really tell. I looked at my car like a week later, and seriously, there were 200 Richards.
And they took
on
all of the Richards out?
Took all the Richards out. It took a
right.
full weekend, but thank God. But it's still, it's still costly.
By the way, is Richard Dent in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
He should be.
Should be.
He should be. So on
Didn't he get in?
Friday,
I thought he got in.
I had a mild anxiety attack, but I went out after the storm. I looked at the car, and again, I didn't see any Richards.
Now, do you have a garage that has no room for even one car?
I mean, I used to have a car in there, but now it would take a lot of effort by my wife.
Because once it starts hailing, once the burgundy and gold starts coming down, you should be able to pull your car into your garage to keep it away from the hail.
You have a silly spot for a car?
I have one spot in a two-car garage for a car.
I don't. I got bikes and
Two-car
scooters.
garage can't even fit anything
and
in there.
refrigerators and.
I mean, I have all that stuff too, but I do have room for one vehicle.
I mean, I could, but it would take a 6-hour cleanup. To organize.
Too much.
It ain't going to happen.
Right.
So it's just going to take the beating. So it took the beating, and all I thought was, that's probably about a G. So that happened. Okay. And then what else happened this weekend? So then I'm shooting. My kids had like 4 or 5 games this weekend. And I like to shoot my kids. I'm an amateur photographer, hack photographer.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this kind of expensive lens. And what do you I started to notice that when I was focusing, it wasn't always focusing on the right spot, and I was like, maybe I'm just
Automatic focus.
Maybe I'm just losing my talent here a little bit, or maybe
Losing your fastball.
Maybe I'm just losing my fastball, getting old. And then I noticed getting progressively worse as the week progressed, and then by Saturday, it flat out wasn't focusing.
Blurry.
That's a $4,000 lens.
Automatic focus.
Then I'm pretty sure the motor is fried on, which means I'm going to have to send it, I think, to Canada to get it fixed. Trust me, that's $1,000 that God pooped on my car on Friday.
Right.
Probably cost me close to a G.
Yeah.
He pooped on my camera on Saturday.
You don't have a silly warranty.
And then listen to this. No, zippy. So then I'm on the phone with Dee yesterday as she's coming back from, I think it was volleyball with my daughter.
Yeah.
And she goes, we were just talking. Hey, yeah, could you pick up a chicken or something, Safeway, something to eat? And I go, yeah, sure. All of a sudden, you go, psht. She goes, oh, no. I go, what was it? A rock just pummeled the windshield. She goes, oh, yeah, definitely have a crack in the windshield. So then God just took a turd on my windshield.
That's at least like $300.
Yeah, at least.
No, you can get that for $50 Safe Light Repair.
If it's
Oh,
smaller
for
than like
hold
a
on,
quarter.
for a new windshield.
It's not
or
a
the
new
repair.
No, it's a repair.
No, they're not going to
repair.
give them a new windshield for $50.
No.
I mean, it
New
depends on
windshield's
your
3 to 4.
coverage.
Trust me,
But
I've been
I
down
had
this
that
road.
twice in like 6 months, and it was $50
He
both
tells
times.
this story every 6 months. This happened to him all the time.
I got terrible insurance.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think my insurance would cover it.
It typically doesn't cover it for me. And Dina said there's already a streak that's an inch plus long. See, my understanding is I've been to Safe Flight. They hooked it the last time, but it has to be like inside like of a nickel or something.
What
It has
car
to be
is
pretty
it?
small. It's my wife's Erting van,
Oh, it's
but
a minivan.
still, I can't have.
Yeah, you got to get it fixed.
I got to get fixed, otherwise that thing's going to be 6 feet long. It's going to go all the way across
So
the whole
you're
thing.
gonna be
You can't have a
stroking
spider
checks.
web crack all over your
Stroke those
windshield.
checks,
Jail.
huh?
This weekend was
Cost you
devastating.
$2,500
This
bucks.
weekend was devastating.
You better sell that Divas jersey.
Believe me, I started thinking about it.
And schedule an appearance.
Let me tell you something. All I thought about this weekend was setting up an eBay store to offset all the costs that just happened to me. That God's awesome, love God.
Yeah, God's selling.
But he took a doo-doo in Kensington.